Boarding starting.
Hello Matt, hello Goku, how are you guys doing? Nemo, Fire Panda, welcome to the stream as well. Good to see you on board. Welcome. Hope you guys doing well this evening. We're just boarding up, as you can see. Pretty cloudy in Lisbon today. We're happy to see the A330-900. This is the 900 variant, but yes, this is working pretty well. They've just updated last night. Obviously, the VNAV is working really nicely. Why one leg max? I explained yesterday as well. I'm going to be doing one legs for a while until I decided otherwise. So you're going to be seeing a lot of one legs at the moment. Valentino, welcome to the stream. So good to see you on board as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're doing fine this evening. Let's get the face cam on. What's the flight time? Flight time is about 2 hours, mate. 2 hours of flight time. Start loading up the fuel. Then we'll go to payload and we can start loading. Let me have a look at the boarding time on. So it's different on there. So we'll wait for the other boarding to finish and then we'll start this one. Right. Meanwhile, we'll go up, get battery 1 and 2 on. Lovely. External power is available. Get that on as well. Just on the train at London Victoria at the moment. Home on South and Eastern Class V7. That's going to Ramsgate. Nice, Max. Should fly this bird to GFK. Amen. Definitely. We are looking to do a long haul. Possibly soon. But let's see what happens. My original plan was to do a long haul when I hit 1500 subscribers, so we can do a giveaway on that as well. But let's see if something might change and we'll do a long haul. You never know. I have done a long haul offline in this bird though, so yeah, just to confirm, it flies pretty well. So that's all good. Gonna make sure that our master switches are off. Starters off, weather radars are off, gear is down, and with that, let's quickly get the PFD brightness up, and we'll get the navigation display brightness up as well. Beautiful. ECam brightness, all of that is fully down, so we'll get all the brightnesses up and running. There we go. Lovely. Get the integrated panel lights up as well. Have you been on to the Eastern? No, Max, I have not been on that.
Lisbon traffic, 7525, the line up and pick up on insurance.
That reminds me, we forgot our headphones. Give me 1 second, let me grab my headphones, guys. let's grab our headphones, plug them in. Let's quickly go to our audio settings and make sure that's all plugged in. Right, that's all looking good. Gotta switch my phone off in a bit as it's about to die back soon. No worries, Max, all good. Alright, so we'll go up, we'll get the cruise supply on, ground controls can come on. Captain Eva can go to captain, Madeira's left, right and center to nav. Alright, that's looking all good. We'll get strobes to 1, nav and logo on, strobes auto, nav and logo 1. No smoking signs auto. The emergency exit signs, dome lights on and overhead integrated lights can go full bright. Lovely. Let's do a quick engine fire tests, engine number 1 and 2. APU fire test. Let's get the left and right fuel pumps on, and we'll also get packs 2 off. Beautiful. We'll do a quick cover test, CVR test. Should hear a beep. Should hear a beep. Oh,
catering vehicles are on their way.
There's a very dim beep, but there is deep beep. Okay, so let's go to, we'll go to A2, go to AOC menu, and we'll go to init press, init data request, and from here we'll get sim brief panel up as well. Let's go to init request. So we're going to be cruising at flight level 390, cost index is 10, throughput is 31197, so we'll update that quickly. Outside temperature is 22 degrees, put that in there as well. Press our winds, and with that we'll go to flight plan. We're going to be departing on runway 20, which will take us via Gunsu 8 Sierra departure. Gunsu 8 Sierra, lovely, insert that. I haven't checked the weather actually. Let me quickly have a look at the weather and see what we're dealing with at Lisbon. Don't be taken off wrong runway. So winds are 34015 knots. Okay, 20 makes sense. Then at Madeira we're going to be arriving on Zulu 05. So on Zulu 05 is there. That will be where Lidro 1 Papa. Lidro 1 Papa, and our transition is Pilum, I believe. Yeah, Pilum transition. Put that in. Insert. Cool. Quickly clear the discontinuity. Lovely. And make sure everything else is clear all the way as well. Beautiful. Asintma, welcome to the stream. Good to see you on board, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're doing well this evening. Thank you. Okay, that's all looking good. Red nav is all clear. Secondary flight plan is fine. Let's go to init, and we'll go to init B page. Zero fuel weight for today. I'm just gonna start boarding up this as well. Zero fuel weight is 165.4. CG is 21.7. So 165.4 tons, and CG is 21.7. Plug that in, and our block fuel is 14.7. That's 13.6. It's just about a ton off. We'll quickly plug that in ourselves. And winds for today are headwind of 8 knots, so nothing too crazy, but still have headwind. Alright, so that's all fine. We are on 1228. Let's make sure that our squawk is 2000 now. Beautiful. We'll lock the cockpit door as well. Our throttles are fine. So QNH is 1011. So we're gonna plug that in. 1011 and 1011 here as well. Lovely. Initial clearance is 6,000 feet, so we'll plug that in. 6,000. Beautiful. Let's make sure that catering is almost done outside as well. We're just waiting for some just waiting for passengers to board, and then we'll be on our way. Alright, beautiful. That's looking good. About 4 minutes or so until all passengers are on board. That's just one of the views. Looking pretty nicely detailed. I'm gonna make sure that we don't have any FS traffic spawned in. No, we don't. I mean, now that I think about it, runway 02 does make sense. Let me quickly change the runway to 02. 02 will give us Gansu 6 November departure. So let's quickly go to 02. Gansu 6 November departure. There we go. Insert that. Cool. That's fine. Yes, we're looking fine on that too. Alright. Departure link Eveningville. I'm intrigued by this. I cannot for the life of me get the nose wheel steering to work on this. It's like shifting a wardrobe and tips. Nose wheel steering to work on this. What are you using to steer the nose wheel, Tom? And good evening, by the way. Because I use my rudder pedals, and I've also got my Airbus joystick to move the plane around, but on this particular one my rudder pedals work slightly better. And you know, my rudder pedal settings, if you look at it, these are my rudder pedal settings here, and this is a sensitivity I've got it set to, as you can see. Brakes and turn. That reminds me, I need to make sure that our sensitivity is not too bad. Sensitive is fine.
Taking off runway.
Okay, so while all of that is happening, we'll get the constraints on EFIS, and we'll get VOR 1 and 2. Our GPS is aligned, so what we can do now, we can get our performance data. We'll go flaps 1 and the flex 10 will go 55. That gives us a V1 speed of 145, VR 147 and V2 153. Transition altitude is 4000, so that's all correct. So that gives us all our speeds. So now if we go through our flight plan, we should see top of climb, which is right there after Gansu, and top of descent, which is right after Nata. So that sort of shows that VNAV is working. The main thing we're looking for obviously is to see when we are on descent, it should follow these constraints. So when we go and manage descent, it should descend us down to 8,900 feet by Mike Alpha 534 and 6,600 by Pilim, and so on and so forth. So that will be interesting to see, and see how well the VNAV works. Just to stand the joystick, I watched some tutorials, and apparently there's a button to press to activate the nose wheel steering. There's a button on the Phoenix, but there's no button for this. So if you look at my joystick, this is me moving my joystick left and right, and now this is me moving my rudder pedals. And as you can see, my rudder pedals are a lot more smoother than the joystick. This is joystick, and you see it stutters in a way before it moves, but joystick is not as smooth, but rudder pedals are. There is an option in the settings, so if you go to settings and aircraft options, I believe it is no, sim options, yeah, sim options. If you go to sim options, no, it's not sim options either. Where is it? Realism? Yeah, so if you go to settings, realism, and then you look here, it says separate tiller from rudder inputs. So when you press that, what that basically does, so now you can see I'm pressing my rudders, but my tiller isn't moving because my tiller is set to my joystick. So if I move my joystick now, well, it should move my, it's not moving my tiller, which is a bit weird. Maybe because we haven't pushed back and we're not taxiing, maybe that's why it's not moving. But that does sort of separates the tiller from rudders, as you can see. If you have that option on, it moves with rudder as well. I've got it on rudders because I feel like the rudders are more effective than my tiller settings on my joystick. So that's why I use rudders just for this particular scenario, or just this particular aircraft, which is the fly-by-wire A320neo and the A330neo. These are the ones that I use the rudder for to move the nose wheel steering. So, I'm gonna quickly restart the hotel because our onboard boarding is done, and we'll get master APU switch on. Gonna run the GSX. Meanwhile, get the pushback as well, and start the APU. Lovely. We can obviously go outside to listen to the beautiful roar of the APU coming on. There we go, APU is coming on. Jetty is away.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So yeah, we're pushing back. We're gonna push back on taxiway Alpha, then on Mike holding point Mike 5 for runway 02. Nuji is in the building. Hello Nuji, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you on board. Alright, APU bleed can come on, external power can go, central fuel pumps on, seatbelt signs on, no smoking signs fully on as well. And all the services should be away. Yes, no services attached. Good. We're going to be pushing facing south. Lisbon traffic, Air Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, pushing back facing south, stand 143, Lisbon traffic. Fine, thanks man, got my lunch so I'm happy. Well, that's how easy men are to please, eh? Just give them food and they'll be more than happy. I'm gonna be facing those right.
Release the parking brakes, please.
Alright, we'll go up, get the beacon on, and get the timer, our clock started.
Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brake released.
Push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
So what we can do here is we can get our transponder to auto, and ignition switch can go to start, and we'll just wait for a little bit before we start our engines. Are having down here? What?
The traffic Lufthansa 02 Foxtrot, taxiing runway 02.
So once you make that turn, we'll start our engine number 2. Beautiful. Starting engine 2. Let's have a look at that beautiful engine turning. So we had a 4-day festival here for music, and it just ended yesterday, so I wasn't able to get food last night. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, the best time to eat is when you're really hungry. You enjoy your food more. You can hear the roar of these Rolls-Royce engines. Do you guys have Chick-fil-A? No, we don't have that at the moment. We do not have that. We have Five Guys, and that's about it. We don't have Chick-fil-A, unfortunately. Alright, engine number 2 is a good start. Starting engine 1.
Preset parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for reload engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
That's what you have in. Nice. Nice, nice. Nothing beats good fast food, eh? Alright, with that, let's get the auto brakes to max, and we're gonna set our flaps to 1. Flaps 1. There we go.
Unlocking gear.
You're gonna see this. There we go. It gets fixed once GSX leaves us.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass mínimo. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Lisbon traffic, Air Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, taxing holding point runway 02 via Alpha and Mike. Lisbon traffic. Alright, beautiful. Got good engine starts. We have flaps all set up to go. Gonna see our pin. There we go. And with that, we can arm the ground spoilers, predicted wind shear on. Weather systems to 1, and ding dong the cabin quickly. APU off. APU bleed can come off. Taxi lights on, and we'll get takeoff config. Should be normal. Yes, all good. Lovely. There it goes. Parking brake release. Ignition can go to norm. Right, do you know Deftones, Nabil? No, unfortunately. Nuji, I don't. Is that a band?
This traffic Lufthansa 02 Fox. Towers coming online.
There we go, towers online. Tower on 1181. 11, wait, what? 1181.
Toward runway 02 at November 2.
The music is definitely quite tasteful for sure, but it was fun. Okay.
Yes, go ahead, Lufthansa 02 Foxtrot. That's 02 Foxtrot information Alpha, QRH 1011, clear destination via exceed 5 November departure, squawk 2055. Clear to Munich via exit 5 November departure and squawk 2055, Lufthansa 02 Foxtrot. And QNH 1011. Read back rocket, confirm ready for departure. Confirm fully ready for departure, Lufthansa 02 Foxtrot. That's 02 Foxtrot, Roger, wind 340 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02, cleared for takeoff. Runway 02, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 02 Foxtrot.
Lisbon Tower, Air Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, currently on taxiway Alpha.
Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, boa tarde, Lisboa, confirm ready to copy the clearance.
AFA?
Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, Roger, information Alpha, QNH 1011, clear destination, Gansu 6 November, squawk 3256.
Squawking 3256, clear to our destination via Gansu 6 November departure, 8 Portugal 97 Lima Sierra.
Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, read back correct, report ready for taxi.
We are ready for taxi.
Portugal 97 Lima Sierra, Roger, taxi via Alpha, Golf, uniform to November, holding point, runway 02.
Alright, taxi to holding point 02 via Alpha, Golf and uniform Air Portugal 97 Lima Sierra. Alright, so we're going to take this next right. And then all the way down to uniform.
Welcome 2004.
So,
Lisbon,
is this plane pretty much on the same level as fly-by-wire? The cockpit looks similar. It is pretty much on the same level. They are still working on the cockpit to make it slightly better, I believe. But yeah, it's pretty much good to go now for all these long hauls. Oh, come on, turn.
Welcome 2004, confirm it beat 5 November departure.
If it's 5 November departure,
Welcome 2004, read by correct, confirm ready to taxi.
There we go.
Welcome 2004, taxi via Lima and Mike to Mike 5, holding point, runway 02.
taxi via Lima, Mike 5.
I'm gonna take this left here for uniform. Oh man, I hate this thing. It doesn't turn very well sometimes, or it gets stuck in one position. It turns all the way there.
02 Foxtrot, Unicom 122.8, boa tarde.
Unicom 122.8 for Lufthansa 02 Foxtrot. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
We're going to be holding we'll hold at Mike 5. Marco, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, my dear friend? I'm doing good, Marco. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining us. Good to see you, like always. Hope you're doing well.
Lisbon Tower, good afternoon, Portugal 486, with you stand 123 with information Alpha, QNH 1011, requesting clearance Denise.
Portugal 486, boa tarde, Lisboa Tower, information Alpha, QNH 1011, cleared destination via heat 5 November departure, squawk 2257.
On standby, Portugal 486.
Roger. Portugal 907 Lima Sierra, wind 340 degrees, 15 knots, runway 02 cleared for takeoff.
02 clear for takeoff, Air Portugal 97 Lima Sierra. Strobes on. Nose wheel can go to takeoff. And PAX 1 can go off as well. Give ourselves a bit of power. Alright, transponder on, TCAS to TARA.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Alright, with that, give you guys the gear cam. This stupid thing, why is FS traffic not going? There we go. Alright. Nose pressure down. Thrust can go to 50%. 50% stable. Man flex 55. SRS runway. Auto thrust is blue. This is what's happening with rudder pedals. V1 rotate. Positive climb gear up. Man, look at the beautiful departure. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Got autopilot on. Get you guys on the main flight deck quickly.
Portugal 907 Lima Sierra, monitor Unicom 122, decimal 8, boa tarde.
Auto Unicom H, Portugal 9 Lima Sierra. Alright, that's looking good. Flaps up. Packs 1 and 2 can come on. Nose lights can go off. And we'll climb to our cruise altitude of 39,000 feet for this evening. Open climb set. And ground spoil is disarmed. Oh man. Look at that. Beautiful. Is there any news of the aerosol coming out? No news, Nuji. Nothing at all. Quite bad. Shouldn't be like that. Especially when you make so many announcements and you still haven't released the plane. Does not look good. Love the wingtip. Love this view. Hope you guys enjoyed that little pop evening, man. Good to see you. And PMG Triple as well. PMG Triple, they said that they are getting closer to releasing the previews, like pictures, etc. So we can definitely look forward to that at least, because PMDG are working on the 777 quite a bit. Alright. Pressure can go to standards. Oh wow, we've got to get the chrono online. Wow. How can we get the chrono? $8,000 feet. What's your sensitivity setting for the joysticks? Sensitivity, I'll show you a bit later on. I did show the sensitivity settings. I think if you go to my pushback, around that time I did show my sensitivity settings. We're landing in about 1 hour 30 minutes indeed. I'm really excited for the 747 from Bluebird as well. That's a really good add-on to look forward to. Bluebird, fly-by-wire and PMDG. So far they've been making promising developments. Alright, 10,000 feet. Let's get the landing lights off. Turn off can come off as well. And seatbelt signs, no smoking signs can go to auto. Beautiful. And our EFIS can go to airports. VOR 1 and 2, which is nav aids, can come off. We'll zoom out a little bit more. Absolutely love Lisbon scenery, man. It's so nice. The whole surroundings of Lisbon area, really nice. 747 is a good plane, indeed. It is. There's a lot of airliners that still fly 747. No worries, little pop, all good. Otherwise, you know, you can wait for our landing, and I'll show you at the end. Just remind me at the end to show you my sensitivity settings, because most likely I'll forget. So yeah, ladies and gents, if you are enjoying the content so far, please make sure you hit that like and the subscribe button. Appreciate each and every one of you. I love the 75. Delta still fly it over here. United as well. I think Delta flies them. I know that Iceland Air flies them. Iceland Air still flies their 757s. I'm really dying to do Iceland Air Ops, to be honest with you, but every time I look, I sort of get disheartened by that there's no good 737 Max, because that's the one they fly from London Heathrow or Gatwick to Keflavik. So it'll be quite cool to fly either one of those when they do decide to get the Max 8 out. Look at that. Beautiful looking plane. The lights, maybe, I believe they could do a slightly better job at lights, because you can barely see the strobes and the navigation lights. Would be cool weekend flight, like East Coast to Kef or UK to Keflavik. Yeah, exactly. I think UK to Keflavik will be quite cool. Nice, fun 3 to 4 hours flight. And they do fly to, I think, Washington, if I'm not wrong. Or there's Washington, there's another place as well, I forgot the name of it now. Baltimore, I think. They fly between these two destinations. they fly to a lot of places on the East Coast. Washington, JFK, Boston, etc. Yeah, Boston is one of them as well. And our altitude's broken. Let's fix that quickly, shall we? There we go. That should do it. I would do Washington because that's my home. Yeah, indeed it is. You made us fly that famous river approach into Washington as well, didn't you? Which we almost nailed. But yeah. Yes, she did really well on that, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it was my first time flying there, and that river approach was not easy. Hand flying such a long final was quite a challenge, but we managed it in a way. Sorry, it's just me. I just do this, okay? Don't copy me. It's too cold. Put it in there. So yeah, we're climbing to 39,000 feet for this flight today. How do you enable VNAV on a Phoenix A320? VNAV and l.nav is pretty much integrated with the Airbus. You don't need to press any particular buttons. Just make sure you've set up your M.2 correctly, and also make sure you have your autopilot on. These are the two main things that you need to look for when you're flying, or when you're looking for VNAV and l.nav in Airbus. So I noticed that you said VNAV is working on this plane now. So before, did you use a VS or a flight? So before, I used to do open descent. So basically, just select an altitude and click descent and use descent. And I had to sort of figure out exactly what sort of VS I need to reach to a particular point. So that's what I was doing before. And if you look at progress page as well now, it'll perf page, it'll tell you distance to top of climb is 118 nautical miles. Everything else is okay. Yeah. So does open descent vary based on speed, or is it a set rate? Sorry, not familiar with the Airbus. Open descent basically varies on speed. I believe it varies on speed, because open descent will go up and down depending on the speed, I believe. It's not constant set rate that it descends on. It keeps going up and down. Yeah. It's not saturated whatsoever. It gets pretty warm in here sometimes, so just trying to cool things down. Thanks to that, when I get the Phoenix or get into Airbus someday, I'm sure there will be a lot of things to learn, mainly the MCP and the FMS. Yes, so M.2 is pretty easy, to be honest with you. With Airbus is nothing too complicated, and Airbus in general is pretty easy. I'm sure you won't have no issues with it. Just press one button and you'll be good to go. Or that's what people like to think anyway. Also, I don't know how the EFB works because the PMGs don't have one, so that'll be another thing. EFB is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. You just look on all the tabs on the side. The main ones to look for, let me quickly show you. So you've got your main page, which is which imports the data from SimBrief. You just gotta make sure that your SimBrief profile is connected. If I can find it, no matter how many times I've done it, I still can't find it properly. Flypad, would it be here? No, it's sorry. No matter how many times I've done it, man, I cannot find that option for SimBrief. There we go. So SimBrief is in Atsu AOC. You just put your SimBrief ID or username in there, and it'll connect automatically, and then you can just import data. This is just the main brief. You can click the second page. This has got your whole flight plan in here. You just click and scroll through all of this, and then you got your load page. So you got your services, fuel. You click this little iCloud button, and it'll import the all your data, fuel data, from your SimBrief plan. And you go to payload. You click on there's a little cloud buttons that pops up here. Click that. It'll pops up all the data, and then you click this button here, which will start begin boarding. It's got its own sounds for boarding, etc. So that's pretty cool. And pushback, if you need pushback, it's got pushback options here as well. Pretty nice, well detailed pushback here. This is the top of descent and landing data here. If you need that for anything, you can do that as well. But this used to be used for VNAV in a way, because there was no VNAV before. Literally everything is connected. Yes, it is. And you've got your navigation chart, so you can have your navigraph showing up here. So if you connect your navigraph, it'll show up here as well. Which I can do. So actually, let me quickly show you, demonstrate to you. You'll see that my navigraph will connect straight away. There you go. That's my navigraph connected. Oops. And if I go to my pin chart, it should show my current flight plan. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't show my current flight plan. It's all good, but yeah, you've got all your charts here and everything. Then this is pretty handy. This is the local air traffic controls. So if there's any air traffic controllers on, it'll show all of them in here. And to set them on standby or active, you literally go hover over it, you click set active or standby, whichever option you want to do, and it'll stand by on your radio automatically. This is obviously all the check, and this is the checklist as well. Pretty nice checklist. Obviously we didn't really do it, but you can do so if you like. And the rest of it just presets, you know, all the states, different states to save for the aircraft. That's a nice, I don't have to keep looking at my left monitor for stuff, field information. Yeah, exactly, you can have everything in there. Or, I mean, like I said, if you have second monitor, you can always use that rather than looking at your EFB. But it's a nice feature that you do have for free. You know, it's pretty good. You'd expect these kind of things from a study level payware, but Headwind's done it for free, which is pretty nice. Kidlet is in the building. Kidlet, long time no see, buddy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, sir. So I have a question on my PC. Go for it, Kidlet. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy that this has all the features. Exactly. Give me 1 second, guys. My daughter needs something. I might as well pay attention to her before she starts screaming. And her screams are not nice. 1 sec. Yes, Skillet, shoot. What question do you have for us, sir? Let me get the music slightly slow. I built my new PC with the i9 12th gen and RTX 3080. It was chilled at 30, but it's been a couple of days now and CPU reaches on idle. I checked my cooler to see if it was still running, and it was. The cooler was still operation. Wow. Kidlet, check your cooler, man, for sure. Check your cooler and also check your CPU if you plugged it correctly. I mean, if your CPU was cooling perfectly fine for first couple of days and then it's spiked up, check your cooler. Your cooler is probably faulty. It might be spinning and everything, but it might not be. It could be thermal paste. Is it a liquid cooler, did you say? Or normal cooler? Liquid cooler, yeah, check your cooler. Sim Aviation, welcome to the stream, good to see you. And Kidlet, I do remember you showing it in Discord. I remember that, so make sure you check your cooler, man. Most likely your cooler is busted. Sim Aviation, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see you. Because my old cooler lasted for 5 years. Exactly, Kidlet. It wouldn't make sense for it to. I mean, it answers it itself. It was working fine for first couple of days, and then it stopped working all of a sudden, and your not stopped, but like your temperature spiked up. Definitely something's wrong with it. I'm very good, Sim Aviation. My flight's been crashing. There you go. Cooler. Get your cooler returned, get a new one in, buddy. Take it off your CPU, check your thermal paste and everything, and yeah, if it's still giving you issues, try to take it off, apply a new thermal paste. If it's still giving you issue, then get your cooler changed.
Keep your feet elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating in the front galley when flight deck doors located. Thank you.
Let's get our TCAS to below. Top of descent, 238 miles, and it is 30 minutes away from now. 30 minutes and we'll be descending towards our destination. So when I flew on MSF with chilled CPU, it was at 60 degrees. Now with the problem I'm having right now, my CPU when running MSF, what's 140 Fahrenheit? What's in what is it in degrees centigrades? I love the A330 nearby Headwind. Yes, it's a beautiful aircraft, and they've improved it even better now. You know, it's very well optimized. It's not too much on your PC component. Everything's pretty well managed. It doesn't have too much effect on your CPU, graphics card, etc. The new 787 and 747 is beautiful. They fly really nicely. Really impressed with those. Really impressed. And my next one is definitely going to be 747. We're going to try that bad boy. Haven't tried that in like almost a year. Over a year now. Haven't tried that, so I'm looking forward to trying that as well. Apparently that bird flies like a dream as well. So looking forward to that. Lisbon, Bravo, 99. Is 80 degrees. That is pretty high. It's pretty high. Now I'm not sure if I should reach that, because that's like the limit. It's touching the limit there on 80 degrees. So it definitely should be lower than that. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's touching the limit with that. So yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be going that high, could it? Yeah, it could be that it's not. I mean, if I don't understand if the pump's working and everything's working, and then yet it's reaching those sort of temperatures, I would definitely have it looked at because it doesn't make sense. And like I said, what you can do is check your thermal paste, etc. as well, and see how that's looking, because it could be that thermal paste is too thick, maybe. I'm not sure if that can have an effect, so definitely have a look at that. Also, the reason for why I'm some crashes is either GPU outdated, PC commanders, or like key problems. So it's definitely what I would suggest: go to your event viewer. So if you go to your Windows event viewer, and after that you click on, I believe it's if it's, yeah, and then click on application and services logs and click on hardware events. And then if it's anything logged there, it'll show there. And also check your Windows logs as well, and click on application and check all the errors there as well. It literally stores all the information there. So go to the time where your simulator did crash and have a look there, and it will tell you what caused that crash. I believe that my i5 and 2016 before was telling us for years at the highest. Yeah, okay, check that event viewer and try to remember the rough time your sim crashed last, and then go to your event viewer, Windows log, and application, and then it should show you there. It should be in red. The error should be in red. Check that particular error. No worries, Skillet. So yeah, our top of descent is in about 21 minutes from now. We'll be descending down to Madeira Funchal Cristiano Ronaldo Airport. Beautiful approach into RNAV 05. Walaikum assalam, Mohammed. I'm doing good, man. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Doing great. That's good to know, man. That is good to know. Welcome to another stream. Headwind Airbus A330-900. We do have working VNAV as well now. Okay, can you type in the steps request in the field? Steps required. Kidlet, go to event viewer. So click the Windows button, the startup button, then type event viewer. Then after that go to Windows logs, and then the first option drop down is application. Click on that. So I installed MSFS, but I'm getting a significantly lower FPS than before, and I have a decent PC. I don't know why. Oh wow, okay. That's weird, Mohammed. Maybe check your settings, Mohammed. Maybe your settings are too high. I just turned on my PC and is at 60 to 80 Fahrenheit. I don't know what's that in centigrade. Paolo, hello. Is the top of descent calculated automatically by the M.2 now? Yes, it is. Top of descent is automatically calculated. If I go down here, you can see TD is there, and if you go to flight plan, you've got TD in there as well, which is good, and that's sort of an indication that VNAV is or should be working. Yeah, I even put it in low and still no difference. Must be something else. I gotta check it out. Yeah, Mohammed, is nice to hear that. Thanks. No worries, Paolo. No worries. It's always good to have really, really good freeway planes, and it's quite nice to see that you've got two different planes integrating with each other to give us another beautiful aircraft. So fly-by-wire A320neo, sort of stabilizing this A330 flight dynamics, etc. It's not graphics, I think it's the live traffic weather thingy. Okay, so go to your traffic settings and get all the vehicles, etc. to 0, and make sure you're on TAA for your rendering, and it's not DLSS or anything like that. And yeah, it depends. What's your graphics card, Mohammed? I wonder why reviews of MSFS are 3.9 stars and is so much better than that. I think those reviews came pretty early. Some of those reviews are mixed from the early versions of Microsoft when it was like not good at all. It was just like a VFR sort of flight simulator. FXS is fine. No, I would recommend TAA. Take it to TAA. That's the best one. Wait a second, no money bill. I might be dumb, stupid. So it's 15-25 degrees. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. 1525, that's flipping really cool. Yeah, exactly, Mohammed. It's pretty cold. I mean, mine right now, my GPU is doing 59 degrees. CPU, I'm not sure if there's a default one where I can check the CPU from. How do I check the CPU temperatures? For free. Mine usually clocks at 60-70 degrees. Is that bad? 60-70 is pretty decent as well. If it's above 80, touching 90, then it's bad. I might have honestly thought my PC was hot because I saw the high F, but technically CPU course is going to be hot. Yeah, I mean, if your sim crashing, then still check that out and see why it's crashing. But other than that, I wouldn't really worry about it, man. I think it's absolutely fine. Chillaxing, good to see you on board. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well this evening. Elliot, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on board. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. And Max, hello. Hope you're doing well. Another Madeira flight in a bill? Yes. Only the short hauls that we can do in A330-900. So 70 degrees when flying is bad, right? Or that is good? 70 degrees is absolutely normal, Kidlet. That landing is going to be fun. Chillaxing, indeed it is. Last time we did manage to butter it, so hopefully we're hoping for the same this time. So I'm currently using TCA Boeing York. I'm thinking of getting a hottest. What should I go for? I mean, the Airbus edition is pretty good. Alright, how was your Turin flight and how are you? I'm doing good, and Turin flight was really good. We had quite much fun on there. Camera Mini, how is VNAV working so far? It's pretty good. We're going to be descending in about 10 minutes, and we'll go on managed descent, and then we'll monitor how well the VNAV is working. And Max, thank you very much for your kind words, like always. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, another 10 minutes or so and we'll start descending. Okay, then at least my heat problem is solved. It's not the heat and all the cooling is working normally, so the what is causing my flight sim to crash. Like I said, go to event viewer, go to the time it crashed and look for a red error, any sort of red error, and click on that and it'll give you details and you can kind of figure out from there what could be causing it. Which one do I use? For Airbus, I use the Airbus throttle, Airbus side stick from Thrustmasters, and I use the same throttle quadrant. And for Boeing yoke, I use the Thrustmaster Boeing Edition yoke and the throttle quadrant. Although my next upgrade is going to be getting rid of the throttle quadrant for Airbus and the Boeing one, and getting the honeycomb Bravo throttle. On there I can get the add-ons for 737 and Airbus. I think that one is a pretty good good add-on to have. Airbus is really good and decent price. I use it for 737 and everything else as well. You can use it for 737 if you like. You don't have to just stick to Airbus. I used to use it for 737 at the start. So yeah, whatever you like, man. That's all. Whatever makes you comfortable in flying as well. And if you want the extra realism, then obviously get the yoke. But if you can't go for the Thrustmaster yoke, go for the honeycomb yoke. I think that yoke is pretty good as well. Bravo for Corin is sick. Yeah, I mean, what I've seen, it's really, really good. Actually, 12 totally safe 20 neo plus Airbus CCA equal realism. Exactly. Wilson, the bill flights on Tuesday. Flights on Tuesday. Haven't decided yet. Most likely it'll be a Boeing flight, either 737-900 or we'll be doing 747 flights. We'll see. Let me ask the question actually. Let's start a poll. So I'll leave it in your hands. You guys let me know what you want to see. Rex, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you on board, sir. Welcome, welcome. I can, depending on which way the boats go. There we go. 60 miles to go. 17:58, which is 8 minutes away from now. One second, guys. The bill just had looks apparently Stratford country relay has got a lot of bugs. The bill fly cargo UPS 747 Kidlet. What's the shortest route to UPS 747? Do let us know. How's P3D gives me 2D vibes? I don't know why. P3D is really good. If you spend money, it can be really good looking simulator, man, for sure. By the way, thanks for your help. Nabil, really missed these streams, sadly, just been very busy. Nah, it's all good, man. Don't need to say sorry. It's all good. We all got lives. We all get busy. Absolutely fine, buddy. Yeah, it's pretty much double MSF. Yeah, kind of. It's kind of expensive, but it's really good. System depth is really good, aviation. Elliot, it's really good. I think Lockheed Martin, as you know, is a military developer, I'd say. So yeah. But hey, don't forget that when PMD Central comes out, we're flying FedEx Memphis to Anchorage. Roger that, so we are. Just like, thank you, Valentino. Departure lounge, I've loaded this sim, got the 39 on runway, testing the turning. It responds about 3-4 seconds after I commence the turn. Any ideas? 3-4 seconds after you commence the turn. What's your sensitivity on that, Tom? What's happened to the cockpit? Nothing. We just jumped outside for now. I'm doing good. Peace up. How are you doing? Good to see you. What short 747? Short flight for 747. Why is it expensive? Just a hard to develop platform? I wouldn't say it's hard to develop. It's just that, you know, Lockheed Martin didn't really look at the scenery development of things. You know, that's why they didn't really pay attention to that. So to get everything 100% accurate, you know, you need to buy third-party add-ons. And if you look at standard version of P3D, you mainly get the military planes. I'm waiting for my mentor. Oh, okay. Should be alright. When did he say he'll come? I've got 0 across the board and reactivity 100. 0 and reactivity 100, and it's still not reacting. Did you turn the tiller option on from the EFB? So it's confirmed that EFB and trips are coming out together. I'm not sure about that, but I know that EFB is definitely coming out. Because what they said that they haven't decided about the 777 yet, like whether if they're gonna show or not. All right, we'll go to weather requests and send that off. Go to receive messages in here. Tiller option reverses the turn, so if I turn the stick to the left, the aircraft turns right. Ah, okay. So leave that off. But it shouldn't. Tom, I would suggest go to your USB controls and like press start and click USB controls, and then check there and reset your options. Sorry, give me 1 sec, Tom. 8,800 feet, so we can go down to 8,000 feet initially, and our top of the sand is just about to come. 6 miles. Company messages here, so we've got our weather. Go to your USB controls, Tom. Click start or hit the Windows icon on your keyboard. Type USB. And it'll say set up USB game controls. Click on that and look for your joystick that you've got. Click on there, click properties, and then go to settings and reset to default first, and then press calibrate, and then calibrate every single thing there, and maybe that should fix your problem. Alright, top of descent here, managed descent, green, thrust idle. Let's see how well that does now. So what we are looking for, this green dot to be in here around that area for perfect VNAV. Alright, meanwhile we can get our data over here and check all the meta. So winds are 350 at 9 knots, gusting 19 knots, bloody hell. RIP. Temperatures 20, QNH 1018. Right, that does not look good. Got gusting wind. QNH 1018. Temperatures 20. Winds are 350. We'll go to our meta here. 350 at 9 knots, gusting 15. And our minimums for this RNAV is going to be RMP approach is going to be 530. Set that in barrel. Lovely. Cool. That's fine. Descending down nicely at the moment. We're looking for 8,000 feet by Mike Alpha 534. Okay. Sorry I missed your messages, guys. So it's good from the UP. Nabil, look at the poll. Yeah, poll's doing really well. So we've got 57% on 747-8 and 43 on 737-9. Tiller option reverse turn 6. Okay, that's so I read that already. I click on Bluetooth devices, which brings the stick up. Then only option is remove. No, not that, Tom. You need to press the Windows key on the keyboard and then just type USB, and then there should be an option saying set up USB game controls. Click on that, and then in there select your joystick and click on properties, and then settings and calibrate there. It's descending very fast. Not really. It's descending at 1,000 feet per minute now, because what it is, this green dot here is sort of the profile that it's trying to get. So it probably descended too fast and it went through that, so now it's descending slowly to get to that again. But by Lidro we should be at, let me have a look, we should be at 23,000 feet roughly. So Lidro is 44 nautical miles at the moment, and that's what we are hoping that it'll achieve by that time. I need to go into Bill. I'll see you for Tuesday. No worries. Nah, Tom, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, try that, and hopefully that should fix the issue. And then also go to your MSF settings again and check your rotation for your joystick and see what the sensitivity is like on that. And for auto brakes, we need, we'll go to medium auto brakes. So as you can see, it's trying to get to that nice V profile, and that green dot is just in there. So it's gone idle, and as you can see, the rate of descent sort of increased a little bit as well. So it's just trying to keep within this green dots range, which is the descent profile. Night and Night, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well this fine evening. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Now we're looking at all the 74F UPS routes. They are long flights. Bloody hell. We'll manage to find some short ones. We'll manage to find some short ones. What do they what does it look like in Memphis? Because I know they do fly which airline is it, the freighter that flies to Stansted from Luxembourg. I'm trying to remember the name of that airline. They fly from Luxembourg to Stansted. It's a pretty short flight. They do have short ones, but it's mostly 747 and 767s. Ah, okay. Is it Luxe, Cargo Lux or something that flies that route from Luxembourg to Stansted? So far looking good for 747-8 for tomorrow's flight. There's no VAT sim coverage, is there? No, there isn't. We can do Atlas A. Yeah, whichever one has short ops, we can definitely do that. I've just had a look at your settings, so I'm going to try that. Alright, Tom, I hope that works for you, man. I really hope that works. So is that what you use, your joystick access for rudders as well, Tom? Is that what you use? How's 3 hours for you, Kidlets? tomorrow, 3 hours. Yeah. I mean, is it 3 hours an actual flight or is it the airtime? I'm getting dirty looks from my wife. Yeah, I don't have pedals. Yeah, no worries, Tom. It's all good. I was there as well. I used to use that. We do have 1 hour ops if you want. Yeah, what's the 1 hour? We can probably do the turnaround for that. Romeo Alpha Alpha to Romeo Kilo Sierra India. Romeo Alpha Alpha. Is that Tokyo? And what's Romeo Kilo Sierra India? 1 hour 48. That's decent. That is decent. Right, so Lidro is 3.1 miles and we should be at 23,200 feet, and let's see how well that does, ladies and gents. 23,600, 23,500. Pretty well. I would say though that was a job well done, in my opinion. I'd say that was a job well done. What do you guys think? Narita to Inchin. Ah, okay, nice. I think that VNAV profile done a pretty good job, and as you can see here as well now, the dot is perfectly in line, so that all is looking really well. Narita to Inchin. Okay. Ilya, hey, is this the new update for Headwind A330? Yes, indeed it is. They released this update last night, I think about 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening, and that's when I updated it, and I just quickly went through the flight plan. I had a look and I could see it was there, so yeah. So the VNAV profile is doing pretty well so far. One thing though, I thought they had the fixes info in there as well, but I can't see it here. Do they enter fixes differently in here? I thought the enter fixes differently in here, but I guess not. And also where is it going? Ilya, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate your kind support. Thank you so much. Well, going to also try it. Thank you. Have a nice flight. Subscribe, Ilya. Thank you very much. Did you had any problems downloading it? Regs, no problem at all. Go to Headwind's website and download their installer, and that works like a magic. You can find fixed page at your first waypoint in flight plan. So probably later. Thank you so much, Ilya. That was great. Thank you. So I'm not sure what the issue is. That's not worked. Maybe I'm running the older version. Try updating it to the latest patch version, Tom. Try that. See if that works. Alright, Lima Papa Mike Alpha Romeo 05. See if that works. Yes, it does. Radius 10 miles. Ilya, you're a star. Thank you very much for that. 6 miles, and the final will be 3 miles fix. So by 3 miles, as you know, we should be fully configured for our arrival. Do you know the status of Headwind A321? At the moment, Aiden, unfortunately I don't. I can definitely message them and see if they will allow me to be part of their early beta testers or showcase their products early, but again, not expecting it to happen. Nabil, walaikum assalam. Abdul, hope you're doing well, man. Thank you very much for joining us. Good to see you. Thank you so much. When it first came out, it was fine to fly. Now it's just gone wrong, and I don't even know why. Yeah, Tom, I was gonna say, if you go to your Headwind installer and check that you have the latest patch version installed. So they've changed the experimental development version, etc. Now it's a release and pre-release versions. So make sure you just click on pre-release version 0.5 alpha 3 version. Install that, and I'm hoping that that should work for you. Gonna zoom in a bit more. Let's have a look at our charts. So our altitude, the final altitude I'm gonna go to is 1200. So now it'll go through all the waypoints, etc. and descend on profile like it has been doing. So what are the new updates to this plane then? The new updates is mainly to do with VNAV profile. They've integrated their own VNAV profile, and so far it's been working really well. I finally have a yoke and throttle, but now I need rudders, or is that not needed? Kidlet, I definitely recommend rudders, man. Get even cheap one, Logitech or Thrustmaster cheap ones, get those. I've got Thrustmaster cheap version, I think £89. Get those ones, man. They do add to realism quite a bit, and they make flying a lot more nicer. Board exams are over now, alhamdulillah. Put 100% effort to, inshallah I will score much higher. Now waiting for the practical examination on Friday. Abdul, well done, man. Well done going through your exams, and wish you good luck. Inshallah you'll smash it. Tom, I'll muck about with this week. I just want to fly Manchester to Berlin for me tonight. Nice, Tom. That's a beautiful route, and so it works fine with the A320 Neo, but it's just the headwind that gives you issues, right? So yeah, the winds are pretty crazy in Madeira, guys. We are expecting to be thrown around like a mad person. It's gusting 15 knots. (747) got the vote. 737 is losing. Yeah, it's fun. It's just a headwind. Okay. Yeah, Tom. Like I said, if you haven't got the latest pre-release version, install that and try that. If that is not working, then I think you might be having the same issues I do, because when I use my joystick axis to turn the plane, it doesn't turn as well as it does with the rudder pedals. So that could be one thing. Maybe try and increase the sensitivity, Tom. Try and increase the sensitivity of your rudder axis on your joystick and see if that has an impact. Alright, 10,000 feet, guys. Let's get the landing lights on, run with turn off lights on, smoking and seatbelt signs on, and everything else is looking good over here. Gonna get constraints on. nav aids can come on, and we'll also get landing system, and local QNH is 1018. We'll grab that in here as well. 1018, beautiful. We'll get 1018 in here and go to standard. Landing systems can come on in here as well, even though we don't really have landing systems, but at least we'll get the perfect VNAV. Yo man, which approach for today? RNAV Zulu 05 approach we're doing, and it's 50-50 with the votes of the planes for tomorrow. Currently on Unicom, yes we are. Noted we'll get rudder pedals. Yes, kidlets. They are definitely worth it, man. You won't regret it. So let's see, we are reaching Pilim, and by Pilim our max speed we need to be at 3,000 feet, and the speed needs to be 230 knots. So let's get manual speed 230 knots. I'm gonna get speed brakes out. Well, that approach looks awesome. It is awesome. It is awesome. I've done it multiple times, so we should have no excuse not to butter this. No excuse whatsoever. Thank you very much for subscribing, Finn Luca. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Hope you are having fun with us. Thank you for your support. Alright. 2,000 feet. Definitely not obtained. We'll go to local QNH now. 5,800. That's alright. Looking okay. Speed, we'll reduce the speed in a second as well. Shared your stream into our community page on Facebook. Hopefully that's helped viewership. Tom, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate your support, buddy. Thank you so much. That was really nice. It was earthquake. Wait, what interesting thing was Nabil by Fiber from Entry came when I was doing long questions? It was... Oh, it was an earthquake, Abdul. Oh man. Hope you guys are safe. That does not sound nice at all. Alright, let's take the speed down to 180 knots now. And I'm gonna get the music off for now. Alright, this approach should be fun. Obviously he's telling us we've got speed brakes out, but it's fine. Flaps 1 can come out. It looks like we might be a bit high. I'm going to go to open descent, 1,200 feet. Best approach I've done this RNAV Whiskey into Santos Dumont Airport in Rio de Janeiro. That approach is really nice and really difficult, man. Alright, flaps 2. I want to see Nabil and Josh in a shared cockpit. Yeah, I'll probably do Josh's head in with my immaturity of not knowing Airbus completely. It's a common thing around KPK and especially in Charles. Some short jolts always come in a month or twice. Wow. Still not good. Still not good at all, man. Doesn't sound pleasing at all. Alright, speed 160 knots. Make sure our approach is armed. Yes, it is. Final approach is active. Flaps down. Flaps 3. If I ever did a shared copy with Josh, I would just troll and do dumb things. I wouldn't expect anything less. There's our beautiful Madeira airport right there. No. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, that's the airport. No pressure in the bill. Indeed. I hope so. Should there be pressure? Alright guys, with that I'm going to drop the gear down. And let's get the spoilers armed. Check the cabin. We've got taxi lights on. Madeira traffic airport called 97 Lima Sierra, currently turning for final runway 05 Madeira traffic. Alright, let's arm the final speed now. And we shall start our recording as well, I guess. Recording's done. Flaps full. Oh, look at that, ladies and gents. One of my favorite approaches on the sim. Let's have some buttery goodness. Indeed, Tom. Let's have this. Let's have this. $1,200 still to go. We are looking absolutely fine for our approach. Don't know why the auto brakes keep going off. Stupid things. Hopefully not to go around. Hopefully. Alright, with that, give you guys the gear cam. Enjoy the landing, ladies and gents. And my daughter decides to sit. Yes, Baba, not the best idea to sit on daddy's... was it this that I pressed to get the bird? Yes, indeed it is. Alright, we're about to see CR7, probably. Depends, if he's impressed with our landing, he might see us. Or he might tell us to bugger off.
1,000.
Checked. Super nervous, palms sweating. Oops. Let's pitch up a little bit. Going low up slightly.
Above. 500. Minimum.
Continue. Now, why are we showing 4 reds?
400. 300. 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Minus 50. Get the central line. Beautiful touchdown. With the touchdown zone, central line's good. Reverse is green. Decel. 60 knots. Reverse installed. Auto brakes off. And we'll take this lovely exit to our left. To our right, sorry. Ladies and gents, welcome to Funchal, Madeira. Hope you guys enjoyed your flights. No way that was minus 50, but still great job. Maybe it was, I don't know. We'll have a look on the replay, Niji. We'll have a look. But I know your doubtfulness is valid, I guess, since it's me who's landing. So, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, let's park up the plane quickly, and then we'll watch the replay as well. Meanwhile, bring you guys to the main flight next. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you, everyone. Let's grab the one of the gates. We'll go to Alpha 3. We'll go to Alpha 3. Let's slow down a bit. Yeah, Alpha 3 is too small, really? Well, they're all too small for that case.
Is too small for your aircraft.
Yeah, they're all too small then in that case, mate. There is. You buying the E175? I'm leaning towards it, Kidlet. I'm definitely leaning towards it. Let's get the taxi lights off. We'll get our taxi lights and everything on once we do the replay, guys. So don't even worry about that. We will get those things on. Where's our marshal? We never get a marshal here, man. That's not nice. So it looks like Cristiano maybe didn't really like our landing. Come on. Let's just stop here, man. Yeah, just about. Get the parking brakes on, and with that, let's get the landing lights, etc. on. Strobes on, taxi lights can come on as well. Alright, ladies and gents, let's disconnect from VATSIM quickly, and we will watch this buttery sensation that we just had, and see if our landing was justified or not, for that matter. Alright, where's our replay mod gone? There you are, sir. Let's get you in. We'll watch from external view first. Actually, while we do that, let me get you guys to gear cam and get my face off here, so you guys can enjoy the landing nicely. in touchdown zone. That was perfect, wasn't it, guys? I would say so. What do you guys reckon? Let's get a wing view now. We deserve a wing view for this. Nice one, Tom. Nice one. Listen, guys, thank you all so much for joining me this beautiful flight today. Appreciate each and every one of you. And let's have a look at our voting for tomorrow. And it's 50-50. Bloody hell, it's 50-50, which means it's up to me now. Alright, we'll see. I'll decide something overnight and you'll see one or the other thing. You've got until this touchdown to change that, otherwise it's gonna be up to me. Really impressive that you were able to fly in such heavy jets when you have to be so precise on this approach, like even the 73 and 320. This is hard. Nuji, thank you very much for your kind words. Like I said, thank you each and every one of you for your lovely comments and your lovely support throughout this flight. I will see you guys tomorrow on another beautiful beautiful flight. We'll see which one we fly, but until then, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace and love, guys, and enjoy the landing. USA Ops, okay. It's 50-50. We're gonna end this. I'll decide tomorrow's flight and tomorrow's aircraft. First time we saw 50-50 there.